After the man resigned, he spent 3,000 yuan to buy 3 old shipping containers. After 2.5 years of hands-on renovation, not only does the indoor fireplace provide warmth and comfort, I also bring a small courtyard of dozens of square meters to live freely. A family of 3 lived a life away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Ram, who hasn't gotten married yet, didn't have enough money to buy a house. I can only buy a piece of land in the wilderness, and building materials are also sourced on site. Ram took out his small mailbox and began collecting. Because he bought the entire land, these forest resources were naturally managed by him. The songs of hundreds of years old trees are made of sturdy, durable, and valuable materials that are not available in the market. However, the heavens did not do well, so they cut it down. After a few shots, it began to rainstorm in sunny days. Ram had to endure heavy rain to keep up with the schedule. Wait until the wood collection is completed. Immediately plan the area of the home as well. The spacious area is just enough to accommodate 3 containers. Then a truck of sand and gravel is transported from the foot of the mountain. Use an excavator to cover the ground and use it as a foundation for a home. At this time, the container purchased by Ram was just delivered. In order to save costs, we only choose scrap iron boxes from recycling stations. Low price and a lot of rust. But fortunately, the shape is neat and not yet scrap. In addition, convenient transportation allows for easy relocation at any time. However, the interior and surface of the box are already covered in rust stains. Ram, for safety and aesthetics, just take out the paint and spray gun. Paint 3 containers with pure white paint. Due to Ram's experience working on construction sites, these small workers and tasks are nothing to worry about. Spray the container clean and tidy as soon as you are familiar with the road. Immediately called his wife to inspect, seeing that the old and worn-out iron sheet has undergone a major transformation. Full of anticipation for a new home in the future. While waiting for the paint surface to dry, Ram also used a jack to lift the pneumatic iron box, raise the container with the help of shims, and ensure that the 3 boxes are easily connected at the same level. And the wife, who came from a designer background, also started interior design. I plan to fully utilize the space of the container directly. So Ram started installing the house with his wife's drawings. Due to the narrow front box door, setting the door on the side is more suitable. However, the size of the door frame must be cut on the surface of the box first. Reuse flat iron sheet as door frame. After welding, the door frame and door can be installed in sequence. Having such a door lock naturally gives you a sense of security. The sense of ceremony at home was instantly filled. After 6 months of preparation and renovation, snowflakes have already drifted in the winter night sky. Ram wants containers to have good insulation performance. Not willing to spend a lot of money to buy a large number of wooden houses, used to enhance the insulation and thermal performance of containers. This kind of carpenter is laborious. But for Roma, who has been working for many years, it's no problem. And Xian, whose wife, also began to help cut insulation cotton and fill the bottom of the box with it. Neat and tidy, leaving no gaps. Ram, who had a brief rest, also returned home, prepared to lay a flat wooden floor on the ground. Although these wooden boards are not easy to transport, but with the cooperation of the couple, it became much easier. Not long after, the first container was installed and completed. At this point, the entire hill was already covered in white snow. Even the temporary pent roof was covered in snow. However, Ram wants his family to move into their new home as soon as possible, starting to install windows despite heavy snow. The construction method of doors and windows is similar. Just cut the gap according to the customized glass. Then weld the window frame onto the container using electric welding. But it's difficult to perform in the cold winter. Fortunately, my father-in-law also came to help. We also fully support the renovation plan of the 2 of them. After assisting in the installation of the windows, and we easily built the framework of the entire living room together. The entire space has a clear pattern. Just need to complete the insulation work. Moving in furniture allows you to take over immediately. However, the situation is not optimistic. The winter snowstorm makes it difficult to carry out renovation work. Even the tractor that undertakes most of the snow sweeping work is difficult to start. It is also necessary to clean the box from time to time to avoid wasting all previous efforts. Fortunately, the snow period is relatively short. Ram is also eager to start installing water pipes and ventilation openings for his new home, and each room is also connected through pipes to meet the daily water needs of daily life. However, after experiencing half a year of life, the couple who haven't been down the mountain for a long time plan to head to the city center, purchase some materials, and then return to construction. Although there is still some time left until completion. But as long as they persist, it won't be long before the couple can move into their new home. On this day, Ram plans to connect the containers with pipes. It can ensure indoor air circulation. However, my wife believes that she needs a roof even more, to avoid turning into a drenched chicken in the snow at home. Ram spent a lot of money to hire a carpenter. Start cutting the iron sheet on the surface of the container. Flat iron plates welded together as door and window frames. The entrance and exit doors and glass windows can be installed smoothly to assure better lighting indoors. Ram also cut a gap above the living room. installed a skylight to keep the interior brighter. Ram also worked with him to complete the internal wooden frame, fully prepared for the upcoming renovation. The two of them connected the container with steel pipes. This way we can install the iron door. The space between the two boxes can be utilized, becoming a small courtyard for a family of 3. On the other side, wooden boards are used as city fences. This adds more than 10 square meters. It can also serve as a new home for one's own pet dog. The bedroom on both sides happens to be very convenient for both of them to enter and exit. However, the heating work in winter must be completed immediately. For this, Ram needs to install a fireplace first. Fortunately, the purchased finished products are more convenient. Just pour a layer of cement on top of the iron plate. After waiting to dry, it can be used as the base of the fireplace. Next, simply extend the pipeline indoors. Easy to remove smoke and dust from the fireplace. Now even in winter, the Ram family, you can also enjoy a warm life of over 10 degrees indoors, watching the smoke and birds rising from the kitchen. A family of 3 now feel at home. However, the snow season is far from over. Ram plans to build a roof as soon as possible. After completing the snow sweeping work, welding steel bars between different boxes, continue laying the excess wooden blocks from before. There is support between the 2 containers. The material of the ceiling is selected as transparent plastic. At this moment, the space formed below is safe and comfortable. It can also create a greenhouse effect, which is very warm. The sky is snowing heavily with goose feathers, making it even colder. Ram started giving the interior walls of the container. The solidified foam layer can also attract and reduce noise. Let the whole house have a quiet indoor environment. Then shake in your good friend to help with the work. Fill the insulation cotton between the frame and the foam layer. Then bind the wooden board to cover the entire surface. The progress of the entire room is very fast. I quickly felt at home. The walls are also sturdy and resistant to ice and snow. And the small outdoor yard became Ram's workbench. Complete tools double the speed of transformation after he neatly cut the wooden board. Also specially reserved a gap for the fireplace space. After completion, invite your wife to appreciate it. Instantly surprised by the transformation in front of me. The whole family is looking forward to their future life. In order to create a more atmospheric atmosphere indoors, Ram also built a wall to prevent newborn children from crawling around the fireplace. The entire space is already very comfortable, although there is still a lack of furniture. But for a family of 3 who can reunite, it's already a very happy moment. You can live in their dream house. On this day, the man installed a fireplace in a container to ensure warmth in winter and coolness in summer. Continuing with my 10 years of woodworking skills. Lay excess wooden planks into bedboards easily. The design of bunk beds uses wooden boxes as steps. Install another guardrail and wooden door to prevent flipping and falling. The space below can also be used as a storage room. The original container has been transformed into a loft apartment. This top-notch spatial design has earned my wife's endless praise. At this moment, Ram's good brother came to visit. They both really liked the container renovation. Arrange the work of laying insulation cotton directly for 2 people. In order to give new babies some fun, hang a swing on the eaves of the yard. It instantly became his amusement park. However, the Ram family encountered a water problem. He had to pull the pump out into the wilderness. Then the water from the wilderness is pumped into the water storage tank through the water pipe. This place is far away from cities and pollution. The extracted water is very clean. Simply filter it, and it can be used as domestic water. We also built a bathroom not far away. You can achieve the freedom of bathing outdoors. Occasionally I can take a bath in the bathtub. After all, maintaining cleanliness and hygiene is essential to stay away from diseases. However, at this moment the sky became overcast with clouds. The Ram family had to stop working and return home. Fortunately, with the fireplace, the indoor environment is warm and dry. Containers are as comfortable as their own homes. Ram specifically checked the doors and windows. Unfortunately, there was a leak in the middle container, so a sunshade was added to the top. Reducing rainfall indoors is more practical and aesthetically pleasing for colleagues. At this point, Ram's friend had also laid all the insulation cotton, just in time to start the renovation and decoration of the second kitchen. He neatly laid plywood around the perimeter, reserved ventilation openings in the middle to enhance indoor air circulation. 2 windows can ensure indoor lighting during the day. And then the wife can take care of the children in the bedroom, occasionally come to supervise the progress of Ram's work. The family's life has gradually stabilized. Then Ram moved the stove and oven into the kitchen. Even the kitchen cabinets were personally crafted. Each drawer door panel is measured, cut, and bound. Not only does it have huge storage space and with purchased kitchenware at home, the entire kitchen is fully functional, clean, and tidy. Although it cannot compare to the luxury of Samsung and Michelin, but for a family of 3, it's already more than enough. The excess wooden boards are still laid between 2 containers. The channel of solid wood flooring is simple and comfortable. The overall space has also become more harmonious. Also called his wife to appreciate the renovated container. The beautiful home environment in front of me surprised my wife. The whole family was extremely happy because of this. Considering that my wife often complained about being too hot before, due to the transparent ceiling causing heat accumulation, in order to further alleviate the heat brought by the Genus Q, Rom connected the water from the water tank under the foundation to the kitchen. Then fix it on the eaves through the window. You can spray water to lower the temperature in the small yard. It is also very convenient to take a shower outdoors. You can spend this summer comfortably. As the container renovation is about to be completed, the Rom family also moved all their daily necessities to the mountain. Decided to start a completely reclusive life. But considering the need for sustainable food sources, a family of 3 must start growing fruits and vegetables. So Rom continued to operate his ancestral tractor, start weeding and digging pits not far from the container, to prevent the vegetables and fruit in the vegetable garden from being taken away by neighbors. Rom collected sturdy trees from the forest, tie the rope around again and wrap it around. Then pour soft sand into the planting pot. Lay a solid foundation for the future vegetable farming industry. Meanwhile, my wife has already planted potato seeds. Just wait quietly to reap the rewards. At this point, Rom has already started the renovation of the 3rd box. Cut the doors and windows using the same method, and weld the window frame and door frame together. Maintain indoor air circulation. Then you can spray insulation foam and lay neatly on wooden boards. Doors and windows have also been arranged one after another. A small tin container. Simply burn and add soft packaging. 3 connected container villas can be successfully completed. Due to long-term construction in the wilderness on mountaintops, Rom's long hair can only be taken care of by his wife. They also eat fruits and vegetables grown by themselves. For the convenience of using water at home and irrigating crops, Rom is planning to lay a water pipe, convenient for future life needs, and a family of 3 doesn't have much use at home either. Solar panels can be installed on high ground to collect energy, and then transported to the container base through ultra-long cables. Every sunny day, a large amount of electricity can be collected. For the Rom family, there is already more than enough. Even at night, one can still have light. Although the container environment is not luxurious, but the family that can reunite every day is very happy and content. As we enter winter from the 2nd summer, the Rom family has gradually become accustomed to living far away from the city. The facilities of the entire container are also more complete. To celebrate the upcoming 2nd anniversary of container renovation, Rom deliberately surrounded it by Ranta. At nightfall, it is directly divided into rushing and filling. After 2.5 years of renovation, the Roma family has achieved a life away from the hustle and bustle of the city. But not worrying about food and drink is very healthy. They also decided to retire here and spend the rest of their lives together.